Hello, Gorals, and welcome to Six Bacons. Today we're going to take a look at the Washcloth Queen's newest vlog, opening up about some of my BPD symptoms, which will just be her trying to excuse her horrible behavior, and Amazon haul, because I'm sure she needed that stuff. And it is a vlog. If you like what I got going on here, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I figured I should put that at the beginning, just say that from the top. Help us out here over at Six Bacons Industries. And with that, let's go ahead and get started.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog. So today is March 4th, and we're gonna start this vlog with an Amazon haul.
Man, you can see it in her face. She is like seething while she's doing this.
First things first, I got this really cool purse. So
Great.
In the light,
for all the places you don't go,
it actually changes color. So if like your phone has a flash on it, or like especially like in the sunlight, etc., I will post a picture here. It is genuinely so neat looking.
Picture.
So I haven't even opened it yet. I did like take all of these things out of like the Amazon packages just so it's easier. So it does come with a long strap, which I love. So
and need.
This brand is Love Book, and I am telling you, literally there's
just another random Amazon fake half English name of a company.
Every size, backpacks of every size. There's wallets. So now I'm just going to see how long the strap is for our bigger bodies, because I'm
bigger. Remember, she's only bigger.
Sure some of you know that like depending on like what size you are, some purses just don't feel right. All right, let me move you guys down so you can see here.
Yeah.
It actually fits perfectly. Obviously I have to take off the little tags and such. You can kind of see it actually just in my kitchen light. And then the next thing I got is my favorite mascara currently, which is the Surreal by Maybelline New York.
You ordered that from Amazon?
The Falsies in the Blackest Black. Oh, bless you.
She loves putting in clips like that because she thinks it makes her like human and relatable.
Also, I needed more eyeliner, and this is the one that I always use. A lot of people ask. It's the e.l.f. Eyeliner Liquid Expert in the color.
We've only heard you say that 8 million times.
Jet Black. So I needed a bookmark because I don't have any. So I got this one. I thought it was so cute. It says, "Fuck off, I'm reading." And it's just this metal bookmark.
Because you definitely can't just use literally anything as a bookmark.
Cut out heart. And then a little like dingly heart on it. Last but not least, I needed a new makeup bag because I just get really bored and tired of the one that I use every single day.
Where are you taking your makeup?
So this is what the inside looks like. I like this one because there's actually like sections in it. And I've been really wanting one like that. So super cute.
Well, it's a makeup bag, so having compartments makes a lot of sense.
I wanted the white one, but it was all sold out. Which I know probably weird to hear me say because I wear black all the time. But the white one is also super adorable. So this is how
I'm such a blackie. Classic Amberlynn clip. If you don't know, I'm not just saying that.
How hectic my makeup bag is right now. So I'm about to organize my new one. All right, so we have my makeup bag organized. Here we have all my like glitter stuff. Eyelid.
To just sit on the counter in your bathroom? Like, what is this for?
Eyelash, eyebrow stuff besides my mascara is here. This is just like face stuff like blush, foundation, primer, etc. Here are all my eyeliners. And when it comes to the colorful eyeliners, I recommend NYX. NYX has the very best. Lipsticks are here.
Not a sponsor.
And then here we just have like a random nail polish that I have, and then my diamonds and my diamond glue is down here. So now everything is more organized. You guys, it is so windy here in Oklahoma right now. Like, it's bad, and I hope it doesn't mess with my power because I have my live stream today. So fingers are crossed that everything goes good. I want to talk more. It's our little BPD segment of my vlogs. So on top of doing EMDR therapy for it, I also am doing workbooks that was recommended to me.
So she's not going to talk to us about when she goes to her therapist, but she will bore us with reading out of a workbook.
In my last vlog, I talked about the 9 criterias that are part of the BPD diagnosis and how you have to meet at least 5 of them.
Great.
So within the 9, each one has its own like clusters and multitudes of symptoms and traits and characteristics. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you guys an example / symptom or thing that I deal with within each one of those things. Because
so here's where she explains away her bad behaviors, how she's actually the victim.
As you guys know, I suffer with all 9 out of the 9 listed in the criteria, which is very unfortunate and it's hard to handle. So for each one, I do have a multitude of symptoms, and I'm not going to sit here and name name off every single one. Like, that is so much information. And
It's okay, we've seen them all.
also, it's a lot of things that I'm embarrassed about. It's a lot of things that I am ashamed about. I'm not ashamed of the BPD diagnosis, but I am ashamed of some of the things that I do and have done. So number one is frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. So something I do with that, when I'm in a long distance relationship and I'm having an argument with my partner and they like hang up on me or they're ignoring my calls, I will literally frantically call them at least like 30 times in hopes that they will answer me. The best way I can describe it is like, it's this fire burning like urgency that I literally cannot control.
Yeah, see, it's not my fault that I'm abusive and a freak.
Like, I get super anxious and I'm scared. I feel like they hate me. They're never going to talk to me again. So I just frantically call, text, and I genuinely look insane when I do it. So number two is
It's not my fault that I have to make you feel bad because I am feeling a certain way. You need to feel as bad as I feel right now.
pattern of unstable and intense interpersonal relationships characterized by alternating between extremes of idealization and devaluation. So this is something that you guys have actually noticed that I do, is I will be in a relationship with someone and I'll come on here and I'll be like, they're so perfect. I have never loved someone as much as I love this person.
A soft and gentle love. Or how Jade was the most supportive girlfriend I've ever had, which she says right in front of Beck.
This is the best relationship I've ever been in. That's me idolizing them. But if they do one small thing that makes me question if they love me, or makes me question their loyalty to me, or if I can trust them, or whatever it may be, instantly those feelings go away. And I think, oh my God, like, they hate me, so I really truly hate them in this moment.
Well, eventually they all do hate you. So, I mean, you're half right.
Everything is bad, and like all of the good just like completely vanishes. So that is what people call the black and white thinking. Number three is identity disturbance, which is markedly and persistently unstable self-image or sense of self. So something that you guys have actually noticed is I adopt people's personalities or behaviors,
no kidding,
or the way they speak, and it's something like I genuinely cannot control. Number four,
I'm aware that I do it, but I can't stop doing it, even though I'm fully aware that I do it. And also, I've always denied that I do it, until right now. How convenient.
impulsivity in at least two areas that are potentially self-damaging, for example, spending, sex, substance abuse, reckless driving, binge eating, etc. So I actually never realized that the way that I eat and my eating issues could be due to having BPD, but it turns out it very well could be.
Sure.
Number five is reoccurrent suicidal behavior, gestures, or threats, or self-mutilating behavior. So sometimes when I'm having,
I mean, in a way, you've definitely mutilated yourself.
like an actual full-fledged meltdown, I threaten suicide. I have suicidal ideation. I do want to make it very clear, I will never do something to harm myself, but
You can't bully me because I've had suicidal thoughts, you guys.
in that moment, during that meltdown, more than anything else in the world, because of the pain that I feel, because when you do have BPD, like the pain that you feel is literally
Literally.
But because of that pain, I genuinely do not want to be alive anymore in that moment. I have actually embarrassingly documented a moment of me having that before. It was during like 100 days of uploading. I think it was in like 2019 or 2020.
Which you failed, by the way.
A video of me expressing that I felt suicidal. I didn't say those words completely, but it was how I was feeling in the moment. You guys couldn't see that in the video, but I was hurting. I was hurting really bad. And a lot of people was calling me a liar, and in
A lot of people was calling me a liar.
return, it was
Reads all the time.
actually just making me feel worse. Like, this is hard for me to open up about, like extremely hard. And it's things that like I've always suffered with in private. I remember one of the first times I actually expressed out loud my suicidal ideation. I was 15 years old and I actually was sent to a mental hospital. But again, I would never in a million years do anything to hurt myself. It's just in those moments, like
Well, it clearly did wonders.
during a meltdown, you hurt so bad that just seems like the best option. So it's a fleeting thought, and I don't want anyone to worry about me, please. Like, this is just another
Not a problem.
one of those symptoms that I suffer with. So number six is affective instability due to a marked reactivity of mood. So for example, intense episodic dysphoria, irritability,
Episodic.
or anxiety, usually lasting a few hours and only rarely more than a few days. So this is very much like my mood swings, where something so small could happen, but I feel so strongly about it. So a good example of that would be if I send a long, sweet message to my partner saying like, I love you, I've been thinking about you, I miss you, like I can't wait to talk
Annoying, overbearing behavior, or love bombing, sure.
to you again, just whatever it may be. And like all they send back in response is love you too. That triggers something inside of me so hardcore where I feel uncared for, I feel unloved, I feel unappreciated, and it absolutely like sends me into this like abandonment feeling and I spiral. It leaves me anxious and worried, and sometimes it sends me into a meltdown, and sometimes like I'm genuinely just like frantically journaling about it.
Well, because that long message you sent to them that's so flowery and, like I said, overbearing, like, you don't mean it. You don't really feel that way. You're just copying the crap you read from your YA books and think that's like a real way that people talk to each other. You think that's a real way that people in a relationship communicate, and it's not. And so when you do that, the person on the other end of that is like, well, that's friggin' weird, so I'm just gonna say love you too and get this over with. You put people in that weird situation.
Number 7 is chronic feelings of emptiness. So that's pretty explanatory. Sometimes like I feel so lonely that I genuinely feel like I'm the last person on earth. So as I'm editing this, I'm realizing that I was way too vague with that answer. But for me, when I have chronic loneliness, which is quite frequently, it is heavy, it is painful.
You're heavy.
It sends me down major depressive episodes. Like I can be in a room with 10 people and feel lonely. I can be in my room by myself and
Just the classic example of loneliness. She's just regurgitating it.
feel lonely. I could be hugging someone I love and feel lonely. It doesn't matter. Sometimes the loneliness like genuinely makes me feel like I am not loved by a single person
Yeah, it's weird how nobody wants to be around you, so you feel lonely all the time. I wonder why that is.
on this planet, and I am not cared for by a single person on this planet. And it sends me down like a pretty bad depressive episode for sure. Number 8 is inappropriate, intense anger or difficulty controlling anger. So for example, frequent displays of temper, constant anger, or reoccurrent physical fights. So for me, I'm not like a physically abusive person, but I have
You're not physically anything.
done some yelling. I'm not gonna lie about that. If I feel uncared for or like not seen or unheard, which is actually a BPD symptom, sometimes it genuinely can lead to like loud yelling with like hysterical crying. So the last one, which is number 9, which is transient stress related, paranoid ideation or severe dissociative symptoms.
How do you get episodic wrong but transient right?
So sometimes I feel completely detached, like from myself and from my memories. So that's why sometimes I can share something from like my childhood that genuinely hurt me and I could seem like unbothered, or I could like nervously laugh about it, while other times I can share the exact same story and cry about it. So those are just some examples of like the multitude, and I'm telling you, a multitude of things that I deal with that I didn't share. So those are just like a few that I wanted to just like give you guys a little look into, because I'm telling you, this is a lot of information for me to absorb and for me to share. I'm a bit overwhelmed and I don't want to overwhelm anyone else. And I feel better sharing this part of me because all of these issues that I've had for so long, I've been like, what is wrong with me? What is happening? Finally, there was a name to it and I was ashamed. And that's
Finally, I have something I can blame.
why I didn't tell you guys when I was first diagnosed, because I was like, what, are you joking me?
Finally, I have a shield for all of the criticism.
And slowly I've realized there's nothing to be ashamed about. Like, yeah, I'm ashamed of some things I've done in the past, of course, and some things that I currently do. But like, I cannot show you guys that I'm improving unless I show you guys certain things that I have done and certain things that I do, you know, a year or two down the line, be like, you guys, remember when I told you I did A, B, and C? I haven't done A, B, and C in 6 months. So I know as
I mean, you're going to tell us that either way. It doesn't matter.
I do more of this workbook, there's going to be a lot more topics of like more symptoms and more things like that.
She's only doing that workbook, right? Like, there's not a chance she's actually dealing with a therapist. Maybe an online therapist. Maybe. And if so, that's valid. I've heard other people, like, kind of knock the idea of seeing an online therapist. I don't care about that. It's still a real therapist, and you're still talking to them.
So I will share more of that when we get to those chapters. And I just want to say thank you guys for listening to me and for giving me a platform to share my story of having borderline personality disorder, because so many people do struggle. Hello. So
A couple days later.
last time you guys saw me, it was actually on the 4th, and today is the 6th. So after the last clip that you guys saw, I had my live stream, my members only live stream, and it was very emotional. I actually had to take about a 6-minute break because I was getting so anxious. Like, I was crying. I was actually about to hyperventilate. Like, I was getting the full body tremors, which is something that happens when
That'd be a lot of tremors.
I am overly anxious and my adrenaline is like really high. It was genuinely pretty scary, actually. It was a much needed stream, and that's why I'm pretty sure today I am going live publicly. But before I get into that, someone mentioned in my live stream that they don't like when I put clips from the members live stream and my vlogs because it's meant for them, and so I want to listen to their wants and needs, and they're correct. It's weird to use my right hand because I'm left-handed. I don't know why I switched that. But
I mean, it's also just a bad idea because you're just padding out your vlog to give you yet another way to work. Bless.
So I will no longer be putting clips from my members live streams in my videos. So if you guys just want to be a part of those.
Also, how did you not think of that in the first place? That you shouldn't be taking this thing people are paying for and giving it away for free.
Definitely join. From how I'm feeling today, and especially like the last couple of days, I think I'm going to start being more open for sure with just everything in my life. Today,
I'm going to be more open now that I've been completely exposed.
it is supposed to be Thursday Weight Watchers weigh-in, but I have been
Quitting Weight Watchers.
so separated and detached from just life that I actually have not even been tracking on Weight Watchers.
What?
I know
I can't believe it.
should be, but I just haven't been. Doesn't mean I'm giving up or anything like
Yes,
that.
it does.
So don't worry. I just...
Oh, man. So I guessed we'd get 2 weigh-ins, and we got 1. So, you know, you can't win them all.
I don't know. I've just been really out of it, actually. Sorry, the lighting in here is actually pretty dark because just last night, my light bulb went out. And
Bulb?
I already
Light bulb.
contacted maintenance because when these lights go out, they don't want you to change them. They want you to contact them so they can do it for you, which is pretty
Because it's an ADA apartment.
cool, I would say. So anyways, yes, I am going live publicly tonight, and I am extremely nervous about it because I know it's gonna be so many people at one time like coming at me. Not saying like everyone is gonna be coming at me in a negative way, but whether it's negative, positive, whatever it may be, it's just gonna be a lot at once. And
I will say, I have seen one of her members-only live streams, and the chat is wild. Like, it just in terms of how active it is flying.
I am nervous for that, but I think I'm gonna be able to handle it. I just really want to talk about things that I've never allowed myself to talk about. And that's what I mean when I say like I'm breaking my
Never
silence.
allowed myself.
Will I regret this? I don't know. Do I need to do it for my own peace of mind? Yes. Hello. So today is March 7th. I did not
Oh, it's an awful lot of washcloths back there.
vlog anything else yesterday because I did a 3-hour live stream. It was a 3-hour live
Dark color, too. Smart.
stream that was pretty intense, but I don't really want to talk about it in my vlog right now. I kind of just want to like have a good day. My mom called me last night and she was like, do you want to go to bingo? So I'm gonna go to bingo with her and obviously her fiance and also a friend of hers. So I'm
Oh, weird. Not your stepdad?
excited for that. So if anyone's curious, the perfume that I'm wearing today, which I like have no more, I want to buy a full size of this because honestly I love it so much. It's called Another 13. I literally love it, but I'm gonna be getting rid of this perfume right here. This is actually a Shakira perfume and I genuinely dislike it so much. And I low-key am not really a fan of Your Turn by Billie Eilish, and I'm also not a fan of Eilish 3, but I am gonna keep these just because I like how they look. I think they're cute. But this, the bottle's ugly, the smell's ugly. I think I'm done buying perfume without smelling it
Man, shots fired to Shakira, huh?
first.
Amber's hips do, in fact, lie.
All right, you guys, so I have been back from the good old bingo for a few hours now. I did not win. My stepdad did. I'm telling you, he has like
He's not your stepdad.
the most luck at bingo. But that clip you guys just saw of me throwing away a bingo sheet was all of us trying to win $1,000. And we didn't, but someone else did. And I always believe that like when someone else wins, like especially like a really big chunk of money like that, then they are the ones. They are the chosen ones. Like the universe is like, they need this. They deserve this. All right, you guys, so I haven't given you an update in a few days on my build. I am on step 285 out of 584. Cool. And this is how it is looking so far. It is massive. I was not expecting it to be so huge. But yeah, it's like literally gigantic. So
you're gigantic.
2 chairs in here.
I mean, I should feel bad about doing that because it's such an easy pot shot to take, but I don't. So I don't know what to tell you.
And we're doing some outside exterior. All right, you guys, so I just edited this video, saw that I did not have an outro, so I'm here to say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one.
Gross. Okay, well, at least she got that clip of her in a bra in at the last second. I'm glad she did that. So obviously there's a lot going on in the Amberverse these days, thanks to Beck. I may have to do a live stream where we can just hang out and get into it, because obviously something like that is more fun when you can have a back and forth conversation. But if you liked this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff you do when you like a YouTube video. I've been 6 Bacons. You all did great. And I will see you guys in the next one.